What's good, y'all? This is Andrew, aka Biggs, aka Noel, up at before 9 o'clock in the morning. Just because I had a video I wanted to share, some thoughts I wanted to share on something. Because I haven't had the time to really sit down and let my thoughts brew about it, but I feel like now I can talk. I want to talk about it. So this has to do with the sexual harassment, assault allegations made towards both Bill Cosby and Morgan Freeman. My thoughts on one specific ideology that a lot of people have regarding it, and then finally my thoughts on what our community can do better to help out people who have been sexually harassed or assaulted. Now, for those of you who don't know, Bill Cosby has been on trial, and I believe he was found guilty of sexual assault. And he's serving jail time. He'll probably be in jail for the rest of his natural life. This stemmed from, well, the way everybody knows about it is that a couple of years ago, Hannibal Buress did a comedy show at a club. He did a bit on Bill Cosby's respectability politics, where he always talks about hating modern rap music, always telling black men to pull their pants up. And he responded by saying, yeah, well, you raped 13 girls, so that knocks you down a couple of pegs, in very Hannibal Buress fashion. Soon after that, people took to the internet to find out about this information, and they did find out about this information. It's sort of been swept under the rug. But I think with the Me Too movement, what's been happening in Hollywood, the exposure of Harvey Weinstein, Dan Schneider, other top executives as these perverted pieces of garbage, now there's been more of an empowerment. So after that happened, I believe a grand total of somewhere between 32 and 38 women came forward accusing Bill Cosby of having them over at places where he stayed, and then drugging them with Quaaludes to get them to have sex with him. He even admitted that live to a jury. So I'm glad justice was found for that. And in the case of Morgan Freeman, this one's more recent, probably less than a week old. 8 women have come up to accuse him of sexual harassment. I even believe there is footage, if it's not audio, it's video of him talking about the rightness of a woman, which is very uncomfortable and very disgusting. And whenever I go out, whether I'm in a workplace, whether I'm in a barbershop, whether I'm in just walking on the streets, a lot of the times when people talk about this, the one thing I always hear is that these women are looking for fame. These women are just looking for money. They're just looking for attention. And every time I think about that, I ask myself, does anybody know the name of any one of the women who accused Bill Cosby of sexually assaulting them? Or does anybody know the name or the occupation or career of any one of the women who Morgan Freeman has harassed? And if you can't answer that, then you can't say it's a matter of fame or attention. These are women who felt as though they were wronged by men in very influential positions, and they wanted to speak out about it, because a challenge for a lot of people who deal with sexual assault and sexual harassment is that they don't feel that safety of being able to talk to somebody about it. Most times, people who accuse others of rape are victim shamed because of it, because they could be like, oh, you were asking for it, stuff like that, which is absolutely disgusting. And I think it's even worse in the African American community and the Latino American communities, just because as an Afro-Latino, as men of color, we've had our identities stripped from us. We've had become disenfranchised. So we always believe that if a black man is in power and something wrong happens, that it's somebody always looking to take him out of the picture or to knock him down a few pegs. And I don't believe that. I believe that while we may have had a shitty fucking hand, we may have been given the rawest deal of all time, I also believe that we still have to hold our own accountable for their actions and misdeeds. I'm not a firm believer in respectability politics. I know there's a clear difference between that and what I'm saying. I don't believe we should speak a certain way to appease the people. I don't think we should act a certain way to appease the people. I just believe that we have an opportunity to do better, not just for ourselves, but for the people around us. So that's just a call of action to myself as well and men of color, because I'm by no standard just a perfect person. I still have a lot of undoing that I have to learn. And I think that where we can start in this situation is just by listening to people who feel like they've been wronged in some way, giving them that outlet to speak to, being able to say, I'm sorry that you went through that. Is there anything you can do to help? And if there's not, just being able just to provide that avenue of safety. Because I think that if there's one thing that needs to be done better, we just need to watch out for our people. At the end of the day, that's all it is. I think that's about it for this video. If there's anything else that anybody feels like I missed out on, you can always hit me up in the comments section. I'm always looking to have a conversation. I may post another more lighthearted video, or maybe not so lighthearted video, because I'm in a very introspective mood today. So yeah, till the next time, y'all. Peace.